try.
Hello guys, what is up? It is Cyborg Elf for another video. And me and my friend had some really good ideas for like a new game mode in Rainbow Six Siege, and I'll just share with you guys the thoughts that I had on this. And also, if any like person that works for Rainbow Six Siege or developer or just someone watches this, please bring this idea up, because this is like a really cool thing that would be in the game. It would probably boost sales a lot, because it would be so fun to play. It would be like an arcade mode kind of, but it would still have the realistic feel of Rainbow Six Siege. So I would call this Operation Blackout, and this would be a really fun game mode. It would be like an arcade mode in Rainbow Six Siege, or like a fun little game mode where it's not too serious, but it still is fun. Alright, so it will be on a map like Canal, because Canal has hallways that you have to go through to get to the objective. Maybe if you change the map to make it feel better, or it could be a completely new map that's similar to Canal with the long hallways. So logically, both teams would be able to shoot out the lights, and this would make things darker. The defenders could shoot out all the lights in a hallway and just hide and peek out and kill the enemies, because the enemies won't know what they're walking down in that hallway. And maybe the attackers could just turn off or like shoot out all the lights in the objective room. And if this was going to be like a thing, I think the best objective, instead of like secure area or bomb, would be hostage, just due to the simple fact that you could sneak out with the hostage. And like secure area, they'd know you're in the room, because the secure thing would go off. And bomb would just be too hard to control with this game mode. So obviously the attackers would need a flashlight, not the defenders, because that wouldn't be really pointful, because the defenders would be basically the main ones shooting out the lights. But that would be crazy overpowered if the attackers had a underbarrel flashlight. That's like a real thing where there's like a flashlight on the bottom of your gun. That would be so OP if it was on your main primary gun, because you could just always have that out. So to make this more interesting, it would be cool if it was on your pistol or your SMG, which is your secondary gun, and you had to take that out to use a flashlight. So you'd have to think tactically of when you're going to switch to your secondary to use your flashlight. So Thatcher's EMP could take out all the lights in a room and just all the stuff like that it would normally also take out. So you could throw a Thatcher EMP to the hostage room, and all the lights would go out, just making the whole room dark, and you could just sneak in and grab the hostage, and that would be really interesting. That would be a like really tactical use for Thatcher. Now also, to bring more use to the operator IQ, because not that many people will use it like that, like tactically, it would be cool if with the operator IQ you could like cut the power line in certain rooms. So maybe outside the room or near the room there's like a power box. If you don't know how that is, I'll put an image on the screen of like what those things look like. And maybe like IQ could go to and like cut some wires or like hack into it, and the power in that room will turn off for 30 seconds to a minute, and that would make the room completely dark. It would be overpowered if it was like that forever, the whole game, and the lights were always off. So for that time the lights would be like that. And then when the time ran out, the lights would turn back on, but they'd be dimmer. So they'd be around 30 to 50% dimmer, so it was darker in the room. So the IQ would have a little more point than just turning off the lights for that amount of time. Alright, so this is where it gets cool. So Bandit could do the normal stuff that Bandit normally does, you know, those shock wires, barbed wires, shock wires, reinforcements, and just that stuff. But it would be cool if Bandit could also go and restore power to rooms. So say the IQ disables the power for like a certain amount of time. While that's going on, Bandit could just go and just place his Bandit somewhere, and then the power just turn back on. And also if the lights go dim, Bandit could just place his little like portable generator, and the lights wouldn't go dim anymore after like the IQ timer goes off. So another thing that would be cool, but I don't know if this will be implemented to the game because it's like a little too like advanced if it was ever going to be a thing, it would be like a floodlight. So obviously Bandit would have this floodlight because Bandit does have the portable power generator that would power a floodlight. So like maybe like you can just get a floodlight and just place one of your Bandit things inside of it, and so you could place maybe the floodlight like at the end of the hall. And so when the enemies are just looking down that hall, they couldn't see like not really anything. There would be a massive glare on their screen, and say Bandit or just another operator could be standing behind that floodlight and could just see them and just get them. But I don't know how this would be like implemented into the game, because that's a little OP, but it would be cool to see something like that in a new game mode like this. Tell me what you think of a game mode like this and implement it into Rainbow Six Siege, and also tell me what you think about it and any changes that you'd make with my game mode. Also, tell me your own game modes. I know a lot of you guys have probably thought of your own game modes that are fun to play in Rainbow Six Siege, so just comment that down below in the comments. Anyways guys, this has been Cyborg Elf. Peace out.